Sorry, Mom. Time for a nose ring. Let's just get it done with. If I hate it, I'll take it out, right?
Sure.
I've decided it's happening. So Pranusha's gonna film it. And I'm gonna have a nose ring. Can you see what it would look like a little further back?
I like it better.
You like it better?
She's ready. Fine, it's done, it's done. So I put the needle through your nose.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Fine, it's done, it's done. Good job, dude. You did it.
Do you like it?
Yes. Look to the side.
There you go. Actually feels kind of right.
It does.
Like I feel like I need this for a while
Yes.
now. So a couple things to know before you actually get your nose ring is one, you shouldn't get it done impulsively. Think about it well in advance. You have to be sure that you know what your skin is like with other piercings. If it's your first one, that's really not recommended. Get your lobes pierced, get something on your ear pierced, see how your body reacts. If you have a negative reaction, then I would probably not recommend it. The second thing you want to do is don't pierce it with a ring. As much as I really wanted a ring and I wanted like a cute little snug ring, everywhere I read online and even the woman who pierced it was like, honestly, we don't recommend it. Some places don't even do it because the likelihood for a keloid and infection is so high that it's not worth it. It just moves around so much more. I would also recommend that you do your research. Go to a place that has a good reputation. If you have been before, even better. I remember getting these tattoos done somewhere in Harlem and I loved how they did tattoos, but I didn't like their setup for piercing, so I just didn't go. I'll link below where I did end up. As you can see, it was, you know, kind of an adventure, but going back to, I think we're on the 4th tip. Don't get it done by yourself. I know some people have fainted because of it, especially if you're like needle averse or you get cringy or lightheaded. Always take a friend with you. It's just more fun that way as well. And like if you pass out, there's someone there to take care of you. And then my 5th and final tip, just be sure that you are in the right industry and moment in life. Unfortunately, people still do discriminate with anybody that has facial piercings. I feel like everybody has an opinion about it. And as long as you're confident with it, that's great. But there are some jobs that have strict uniforms. Like I think if you're a flight attendant or if you're a pilot or something, do your research. If you are in a very corporate setting or if you are in an environment that you think it might be taboo, ask around and see. I wish it wasn't the case, but honestly it is. So just be sure to have all your grounds covered before you invest in something on your face. Now I want to show you a little bit about how I took care of it, especially when I got a keloid. Let's get into the cleaning portion of this video because nobody wants a keloid. That's gross, but let's be honest, they do happen. They happen when something gets like snagged onto it or if the scar is irritated at all. This can happen 1,000,001 ways. For me, in my sleep, I like scratch my eyes out and then I would like pull it out and it would literally be like sitting out there. Not cute. With this particular one, I honestly was playing with it. I usually twist all my piercings. It's just a bad habit. And without even noticing, I like started to twist this one and then the hole got like irritated. Is it a hole? An incision? Whatever. It got irritated and then all of a sudden I had this like keloid that was slowly growing. And I'll put a picture of what it looked like over here. It was honestly nasty. But I found so many different methods. Some people were using calendula, some people were using chamomile, some people were using like that spray thing. I would not at all recommend getting a antiseptic, antibacterial spray. It's fine if you lightly put it onto like a Q-tip or something, but do not put it directly onto your piercing. I think that that takes away both the good and bad bacteria. And without the good bacteria, that'll just delay your healing process. So do yourself a favor and just use sea salt and warm water. So it's not rocket science for the sea salt. You're just gonna need 1 part sea salt to 2 parts water. And then when you mix them, Once you've mixed them, the best way I can recommend that you figure out if it actually worked is to just dip your finger in or taste it. And then I would just take a Q-tip like so, and then I would lightly dab around it, and then take a bigger drop and kind of just let it plop onto the piercing itself. For the soak, some people online recommended to actually shove your face in a tub of water and sea salt, and I was like, that's a little excessive. So I would just lightly dab this cotton pad into it and then kind of let it sit, and I would usually just lean back and like scroll through Instagram judging people. It's not rocket science, but that's exactly how I healed my keloid. And over time it got better. I'm gonna try and put a before and after shot. Most people get them at some point because your nose is a really sensitive place to get pierced. Some people don't, which like lucky you. As much as I wanted like a nice little snug one, I would highly recommend that you do not get it pierced with that because you're definitely gonna get a keloid and it's 100% gonna be infected. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to get back to you. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe. While you're there, tick that notifications bell so that you can always get updates and join Team Tala. We are growing slowly, but getting there. And if you want to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, I'll greatly appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.